No, it's funny. I told my dad, though, if this blows up, I want to be the most hated Cats fan.
By Griz Nation?
Yes.
I thought I was going to say by Bobcat Nation.
Absolutely not.
No, I think you should be the most hated Montana State fan by both sides.
I mean, yeah, there is a divide right now. I guess both things have a divide, though.
Yeah.
Because it's either some people don't like FTG, some people don't like FDC.
I'll save one of the things I've been waiting to say for the real show. But
All right.
yeah, if you go viral, that'd be weird. It'd be weird. I don't know if I'd like it.
I know.
I do
still want to be the most hated. And also,
yeah, that's all that matters. Just to be hated.
And also, we've been back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Brawl. Obviously, brand new setup here. We're filming. We're going to try it out for a little. Schmitty, how are we feeling today?
Live from Studio 2045.
Absolutely.
That's what we're calling it. Welcome back, everyone. You know, we're home studioing it up. You never know what it's going to look like with us. We might be changing it up the rest of our lives, but...
I mean, it might be a new venue each week.
Yeah, you know, what if we did it live from a game?
We're always on the road.
But, yeah, it's a pleasure to be back, and we're both 1-0 after week 1.
We are both 1-0. Speaking of it, let's go right into it here. Week 1. The Griz won dominatingly 47-0 over Northwestern State. Now, if you don't know where that is Louisiana. And, yes, I had to look that up.
Yeah. We usually play a Louisiana team or some Southern team, name, week 1 at home, and it's about the same result every time, but I can say that this one was another level of dominance. Just they had less than 30 rushing yards and never got past their own 40, basically. So
yeah, I was about to say, did they cross the 50 once? No. I kind of turned the game off very early.
They didn't have a gain over 20 yards, I believe.
I went to go do other stuff. That makes sense. All right, though. Lucas Johnson led the way, though. 15 for 24, 208 passing yards, 4 TDs, 0 interceptions.
Yeah, for any of you out there that don't know, Lucas is a San Diego State transfer this year. Kind of came under the radar after we signed him. No one really saw any highlights or interviews or any coverage on him. And then all of a sudden he's in the starting hype video, named a captain, and goes out and tosses 4 tutties. So
I mean, I'll save my own opinions on him for later in the show, but he did look good. He also led the way in rushing, 7 rushes for 76 yards.
Yeah, basically averaging 10 to 11 yards a carry. Like I said, 4 touchdowns. And didn't throw, the most amount of yards. I think I have it right here. Yeah, he only threw for 208, but, efficient, 15 for 24. So I think for your first outing at Washington Grizzly, it's a lot better than what we've seen in the past before.
That is true. I do have one question, though, and this one, obviously the fans will see more and more of my kind of hatred towards this guy, but Bobby Houck.
What about Bobby?
Why the fuck do you have your starters in late in the third quarter?
Bobby, he's always trying to kick ass, dude.
Georgia pulled their starters against Oregon before Bobby pulled his starters against Northwestern.
Hey, Georgia's won a national championship.
And Bobby hasn't.
We haven't done shit, so we gotta keep the best dogs on the field. Prove a point. We're ranked 2 for a reason this year.
That makes sense, but preseason rankings mean nothing. You gotta show it.
I think this Saturday versus South Dakota we'll get a better test. I think we're still a far better team, but there's a potential for a little fourth quarter duel, I'd say, but we can talk about that in a bit.
We'll get into that later. Moving on to the Cats, though. Cats win 40-17 over McNeese. Also from Louisiana, also had to look that one up, too. So we just really wanted to put up 40s against Louisiana teams.
You traveled down to the old Rush. How was it?
Oh, we rushed gold. It was well done. I mean, there's a lot of things I like about college football. Penn State's wide out.
Yep.
The grout. I think Gold Rush
Iowa
for FCS speaking, I think is the best themed game there is.
I think I saw it was South Carolina has a sick right after halftime, or maybe it's first quarter. Whatever song they put on, they do a little light show every game.
That would be sick.
It's a great one.
That would be sick. Obviously, the Lightning needs to get better in both stadiums for that to happen.
Yeah, the Cats don't have a light show. It's more of a field house.
Yeah, we also need a new sound system and scoreboard. But I saw that jab. Anyway, second half, we came alive. Tommy Mellott, overall in the game, 11 attempts, Yeah, no, we don't do cuts either. All right, Tommy Millott,
No cuts.
11 for 19, 182 for 2 touchdowns, 0 picks. Also rushed for 44 yards and a touchdown off of 16 attempts.
As a Grizz fan, it's a good thing for you that we didn't see a pick. That's what you don't want to see right away. So you know he's been honing in on the plays and didn't throw for a ton of yards. Kind of the word around our side of the zoo
He still can't throw.
is he can throw. There's a lot of streak and fade passes they're throwing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad you brought that up because I do want to get into this. I sent a text to our group chat, like, we got to open the playbook. I hate the offense. Let me just clarify. I was pissed off, and I'm not a fan of this offense. It's way too many streaks. We don't attack the middle passing wise, and it's very predictable in what we do. So obviously, I was pissed for 2 reasons. One, that we were only up 7 when we should have been up 14-21 by that point. But secondly, I thought, year 2 with Tommy, we'd be a lot deeper in the playbook. But then kind of after the game and rewatching the game, I realized we got a whole new O-line, new running back as of right now, and 2 brand new wide receivers.
Where's Afonso? Is he still there?
Afonso's there.
Still
Afonso
there.
will be back later in the season. Don't worry, 22 is still there.
For those of you that, like you said, Jaden was spam texting the chat because that first half
Spam
was
texting.
Yeah, spam texting.
I know 2
First
texts
half.
spam texting.
Meltdown. Jaden's crying in the
I'm
stands.
a roller coaster fan. You just spread
Sending
lies now.
videos of his parlays ruined. No, I'm just kidding.
I didn't even parlay.
But that was nice
That
to look
game.
at and be like, oh, Cats had a great first half.
I mean, Cats
Nah.
did have a second half.
Yeah, I'm sure they got a little locker room spiel, and Tommy did his little.
The old
Tommy has,
pull your head out of your
Tommy has
ass.
secret remedies, dude. He's got little things.
The old pull your head out of your ass. Anyway, getting back to the stat line here. Lane Sumner, 24 attempts, 176 yards, and
Pop
he had
quiz
2 of his
question.
best runs taken back.
What high school did he go to?
Huntley Project.
Ding.
Yeah, sophomore
Do
year,
the sound
Bobcat
effect.
Stadium.
Hit it.
Wow.
Celebrate that bitch.
I don't have to celebrate button.
I thought you had to clap.
No,
This is the goat right here.
That's the goat.
That is the go right there. But no, I remember, Bobcat Stadium my sophomore year, opening week. Loyola made him look like he should go to Bama. So
Yeah, no, that guy is. That's one thing about the Cats is they find really good Montana Caucasian running backs.
Yeah.
Logan Jones was pretty solid, and
who
I
can
think
forget Cody
they're all
Kirk?
going- yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. They're breeding right now right there, but it was a good win by both teams. I mean, you don't really have to. You could dive really into each one.
We could get into each one, what we liked, what we didn't like.
Yeah,
but at the end of the day, it's week 1 versus nobody's. So
couple things. Did you see who won the Big Sky Player of the Weeks?
I did.
So offense was Eastern's quarterback.
Yeah,
Think
which
he-
was shocking to me.
I think he threw 5 touchdowns.
We threw 5 touchdowns, but they only won by 7.
Yeah, they were. I don't think they're playing that good of a team.
That's. I mean, obviously, I'm never gonna count out Eastern,
Yeah, no.
but that is something I don't think anyone in the Big Sky is used to seeing.
Well, Barrier was huge for them. Like that guy.
Barry
That
had a
guy-
cannon.
Yeah, and he could scramble. Like not as good as Kyler Murray, but he had the presence of just doing that little side shuffle and running
He
around.
could keep a play alive.
Oh yeah, he did. He did good. Tennessee State is who they played.
Tennessee State. I mean, I'll have to look into them. I'm not going to make too much speculation right now, but it was shocking to see that scoreline.
No, I was not impressed, but they still had a guy ball out, and then Mr. Anaconda gets
I
the
saw that.
defensive player of the week in the start
I thought I got stripped
from
from Callahan O'Reilly. 2
Yeah,
picks, leading the nation right now.
Lead the Nation after 1 week. We had said that all
2
last
picks
year.
is 2
Is
picks.
it your turn to have the guy that just leads the league? And
Well, this one's crazy. That's a linebacker right there.
Yeah.
That's our Will. Anyway, getting into week 2, though, let's start with probably the more blowoutish. Going to be a blowout game. Cats versus Morehead State. The spread's 42.5 for the Cats.
I would totally take. I
You're-
would totally
you're-
not
you're-
take the Cats.
You're not taking the Cats.
Not
I know you
after
ain't.
last week.
Yeah.
No way.
The over-under is 57.5.
Nope. Would take
I'm
the under.
I'm a. This one's tough because I want to take it, but I just don't know.
No, I'm not. No. Nope.
So obviously, Cats are gonna win. I don't know if
Obviously,
it's
I'm
gonna be
biased,
by
but
43 points,
no,
but
they're
Cats are gonna win.
I think maybe they come out hot the first half, and then they'll descend in the second half. So
Then we send in
no.
the boys.
But
I mean,
our game is going to be far more watched. I feel like this week.
and I think I don't know if a lot of Grizz fans know this, but you can all that bracket talk last year of who had the easier side. You can actually thank South Dakota for that.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
They didn't knock off. They beat South Dakota State last week of the season to then bump South Dakota State out of the top 8, which made them be Road Warriors and end up in Bozeman for the semifinal game. If that didn't happen, they were sitting the number 2. NDSU gets bumped down to the number 3, and then JMU's the number 4.
Yeah, it didn't really matter for us anyway.
Well, I mean, that would have put JMU on the other side, though.
Oh yeah, but no one's getting past North Dakota State, and I'll stand by that now until it's done.
I mean, I've been saying the past few years, roads don't lead to Frisco; they lead to Fargo.
Yeah, that's that need to get it moved up to D1. It's time. Not D1. They're all D1.
FBS.
They need to get moved up to FBS. It's time.
I see why they don't, though. That's the thing. Is their pipeline right now is mainly Minnesota. And so
Get some Wisconsin boys.
But
North
as a
Dakota.
recruit, would you rather get recruited to Minnesota, who you got the big stadium, big crowd, or NDSU, where you're basically guaranteed at least 2 natties?
What position are you playing?
Running back, O-line, and D-line.
Yeah, I'd probably go North Dakota State. But
Exactly.
if you're, a DB or something, and it just depends what kind of athlete you think you are. Because
Yeah.
if you want to go compete against better players, prove it. Like if you want to go compete against not as good players and dominate, but get to that stage,
Yeah.
Cooper Cup it.
I mean,
It just depends.
yeah, Trey Lance, Cooper Kupp, Carson Wentz. Obviously, new one, probably Hunter Lubke. He's keeping the fullback position alive there. But the spread on the Grizz game, getting back to the Grizz, is 10.5 for the Maroon. Over under is 44.5. What are you taking there?
After last week, I wouldn't bet against the Grizz.
Yeah, I mean,
I wouldn't.
I'm taking
say-
the over.
Yeah, but Kansas State dogged South Dakota last week. I know it's a different program, obviously, but it was 34-0, and I might be calling back-to-back zeros for the away team.
I mean, I definitely have this as a scare game for the Grizz.
For the
Where
offense,
maybe
it would
like
be.
late in the third quarter, 1-2 score game, and then as much as I hate to say it, the Grizz are gonna pull away with this one. There's too much talent on this roster not to.
This is the one where I'm really curious for Johnson, that QB. This
I
one
mean,
where I'm just
you're gonna see
all
what
right.
he's made of early.
Right. You're not playing week 1 against smaller program. Like you're playing against an equally school at home, bigger game. Show us what you can do.
Exactly.
Do it again.
Do it again.
Do it again.
He's got to do it again.
Do you think he'll do it again?
He only had 208 yards. I think he can get 200 yards again. I don't think he'll be as efficient.
You don't think he'll throw 4 tutties?
I don't think he'll throw 4 ties. I don't think he'll be as efficient. I think your running game's gonna jump on it a little more. Which, of course, we don't know anything about South Dakota. We didn't really do research on them.
Right.
So,
I think our defense is just gonna. It's just like how it's been, but it's
I mean,
same old,
the
that defense
3-3-5.
is gonna carry it.
The 3-3-5 is
It's lethal right now.
it is lethal.
You got a bunch of Montana boys running around the linebacker there, causing blocked punts and. Oh yeah, they're both from Big Sky. Janet Carroll blocked it.
Levi and Flink.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. Saw that, and not gonna lie though, didn't watch the whole game in the stadium. It was in the beer garden.
I mean,
Was in the
I would
beer
too.
garden. I probably missed a third of the game.
makes sense.
We
What
were
did you
doing it.
what did you think about the whole 37 controversy though?
Yeah, for the longest time I assumed it was still well now, and then actually you brought it up.
A lot
to me.
more stories.
And
came
there
out.
was a bunch of info in my ear about how Bobby was out of town, didn't want that to happen.
that part's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just all of it's true. And I just was like, if you don't give it to him, think like now you're in that situation where the team's disrespected.
Where you know Wellnell's walking.
Yeah.
You know a lot of other guys who said are
I don't
were
think they'd
gonna
walk. I don't think they'd ruin their college tuition to walk for that. But I think Wellnell would walk.
Wellnell would definitely walk.
Yeah.
I don't know where he'd
I
walk
don't
to.
think anyone follows, though.
37 in Bozeman's pretty open right now since Bryce Sturck left.
I take the higher ranked team right now still.
Preseason
And
polls.
stadium.
Preseason polls.
You know.
All right.
Well, now we're not in the preseason polls now.
Let's get into the year preview.
You want to go first?
Ah.
We're doing each other's schedule. Can we do that? Like what I
Yeah,
think?
we can do. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna say the Grizz schedule. You're gonna tell me the record, then I'm gonna tell you the record, and I'm gonna tell you why I have that record.
Okay, I got you.
So week 1, Northwestern State, W, obviously. Then we go South Dakota. That's this week. W. Indy. That just says in state, but I'm gonna make a tough call and say W here.
Yeah, they're gonna give us a run for the money.
Absolutely, but then we're getting into
First
conference
road
play.
game.
That is the first road game. Wow, why is it that one? Anyway, also, you guys aren't playing an FBS opponent this year after a top
I
10
know.
greatest upset of all time
It was for the school, I'd say.
for the school, not all time.
No, I don't know if it's all time, but I don't know. I'm just happy it happened. But I was kind of hoping we'd play a big dog this year. And
I mean, at least go to the Pac-12 before the Pac-12
I think they want
dissolves.
to go undefeated.
I think they do too. Anyway, we're getting into conference play. Portland State at Idaho State versus Idaho.
What'd you say?
Dubs.
What about Portland State? What'd you say?
All 3 are dubs. Those,
Oh, okay.
those are
yeah.
the bottom feeders of the.
Yeah, they're not. No.
I mean, apparently Idaho can go into Bozeman and put a little frustration in us. But anyway, here. So let me say this right now.
This
You
is-
guys will be ranked 1 or 2 up until this
Two.
up and coming
Well,
week.
North Dakota State won't lose.
They play South Dakota State though.
Before that.
I don't know if it's before that, but you know that's a game on the schedule.
Yep. South Dakota State has like Chick-fil-A on their campus and a bunch of stuff I saw today. I was
Really?
like, yeah, they got it going at
Chose the wrong school.
No, the Jackrabbits got it going where they're at.
Anyway, so I'm gonna tell you these next 5 games, and then I'm gonna tell you the record. At Sacramento, at Weber, home versus Cal Poly, home versus EU, on the road for the brawl.
I think I know what record you're gonna say.
What am I gonna say?
No, I just want to go. Go for it.
Go for it.
Say it.
So the Grizz end 9-2. Can you guess the 2 games?
At Sac, at Montana State.
Yes, and with a scare from Weber State. Weber State's not gonna win, but they're gonna scare you.
Okay. All right.
I mean, obviously, I'll get into my reasoning. Sac State kind of got your number right now.
They beat us at home last year.
Beat us at home. They beat you guys at home, not us. And then
Yeah.
I'm never
Get
gonna.
get that out of here.
I think we got the better team. Obviously,
We have so many weeks to talk about.
we have
it.
so many weeks to talk about, so we're not gonna talk
After
about
week
down.
1, though, the Grizz look better.
I'd say yes.
I'd say the
As
Grizz
of right
look
now,
better.
yes. Also, 2 very different teams. Hard to contrast,
hard to-
but score stats wise, absolutely.
It's tough when it's also tough when it's in Bozeman because that's the Super Bowl. I mean, you guys storm the field with the fans there.
We
when you
stormed the
guys
field
win.
for the semi game.
You guys just storm.
Yeah, we got our eyes on Chipper now. I
We-
mean, don't get me wrong.
We won, didn't storm. We're just like, it's what we do. Business trip at home.
And then you didn't storm the field at JMU either.
I wish.
The stream
Did
the
North
streamers were
Dakota
up.
State even have like it's like their 5th one? Do they even storm the field anymore for that stuff?
It was their 9th one. But yeah.
9th one, 100th one.
Yeah. You know, they're 100% if they make it to Frisco.
They're going to, you know it.
Anyway, let's get
Put
into the
them
Cats.
out of the FCS. Get them out.
But they're not gonna. And I don't want the Cats or the Grizz to either.
Think about it, if they got out, Cats and Griz would have natties pretty soon.
Basically, but then we're playing scrubs. We'll get into that in another segment on another day.
All right, I'm gonna predict Cat schedule.
All right.
So you got Morehead State,
Yeah.
easy dub.
Yeah.
But not by 40, not by the spread. I say 35.
All right.
I think they go under. All right, Oregon State, at Oregon State. Changed their whole program around, cut a bunch of players. I was reading the whole thing about it.
This game's also not at Oregon State. It's in Portland. They blew up their stadium.
Saw that. I did see that. And so no home field,
If
but
there's a chance,
I think that'll actually be a really good game.
I think it will be too.
I think it goes down to. I think it's like the Iowa South Dakota State game. That's
I know.
how I think it goes.
I mean, I hope there's more points than that. I hope there's not 2 safeties?
I think Oregon State will key in on Tommy heavy.
I mean,
Pac-12 team.
I feel like every team
We've
has
seen
to.
athletes like that already.
If you just discard him, he's gonna run on you.
Yeah.
And if you just think he's only gonna run on you, he's gonna pass on you.
Then you go to at Eastern, huh?
At Eastern. Wait, are you giving me the overall score at the end?
I'm giving you the Oregon State loss by 3.
All right. And then at EWU.
At UU, I give you the win, bounce back week.
All right.
But I think you still only win by 7.
Okay. Night game versus UC Davis.
That's at home. First time home in a back in a while. You'll win that game.
All right.
You'll be in Idaho State. I think Northern Colorado obviously they lost to
I don't know.
They're so bad.
McCaffrey ain't it.
Weber, I think you win. Damn, you guys have an easy stretch.
Well, we just have our hard games spaced out.
At NAU is actually a toughie. They give people runs at home.
They do. It's just that weird kind of.
You guys win by 3. I think that's what I say.
All right. I mean, I was sniffing trap game on this too.
I sniff trap.
I'm sniffing trap game. I don't sniff trap game. Cal Poly since they switched up from the wishbone. Or the wing
You
tee.
just had away game the week before. You'll be ready for it.
Well, that's also an away game.
And then you're away home.
Yep.
So you're gonna be a little
Crowd's gonna be bumping.
mentally challenged. Yeah, it is there because you don't have enough seats like the Griz do, and so it's always packed no matter.
I mean, we don't give tickets for free here.
Yeah, nobody's getting in. I'm not getting a ticket.
Game sold out already.
Oh yeah,
We
I
know
already
that.
did in like 20 minutes.
All right. So what was the overall there? Obviously, I'm guessing you're gonna have Montana over Montana State. So is it
1,
9 and
2.
2?
I'm calling. You know what? I will say you lose to NAU. 3. I think you lose
Wow.
3 games.
Wow.
I think you lose Oregon State, Montana, and NAU.
So I got us at either 10-1 or 11-0. I'm all keying in on that Oregon State game. That one's a toss up for me,
Right. I have us undefeated.
obviously.
I think this is the year.
It's
It's make or break.
it's smelling make or break.
Yeah, I think this team's a train that's about to just stomp teams.
Yeah, and like I said, up until you guys play Sac State, you don't really play anyone. I mean, it's
No.
this game and that's it.
This is this Saturday. They just need to show this is the year.
Yeah, you need to put them in the floor.
I think we're missing a lethal Mitch Roberts is great. I think he's awesome.
You
Best
guys
hands
are
on the
very
team.
banged up at receiver.
Yeah, I just think we're missing a big physical route runner. We don't have it. But we
Yeah,
do have
Kemp's gone.
Fontes. We have Aaron, he's a pretty sweet guy. He's super fast, but we'll see.
I mean, it also all depends on that Oregon State game if Isaiah Fonse is healthy to play, or
When is he not?
Keelan Williams. Keelan
When is
Williams
he?
did not play. It's month to month still right now.
Yeah, his injury's tough.
I mean, he blew up his knee last season in the playoffs. Anyway, moving on to our last segment. This is a new segment we like to call Him University. It's basically
This is the GOAT right here.
for either side, and then we'll try to argue which side. So last week, who has it for the Grizz, you think?
Well, you either have 2 options. You got Lucas Johnson, or you've got probably Braxton Hill because he won Big Sky Player of the Week. 10 tackles, tackle and a half for loss. I don't think he had a forced fumble, but I'm gonna go Lucas Johnson because that's his. He 10 yards of carry
This is
running,
first time the
4 touchdowns.
team sees him, or first time the fans see him.
Yeah, that's a great way to be beloved by the Grizz Nation.
Absolutely.
Him University, I would say it's more of Johnson's team right now than Hill's, even though Hill may have played better.
He's got to be him.
Yeah,
For Him University, you got to be him.
you gotta be him, and Johnson showed he was him. I mean, he had, like I said, 70 rushing yards and 4 touchdowns, 7 carries. He was very efficient.
It looked nice.
Oh yeah.
So for the Cats, I have a few that they're not a few, but I got 3 in mind, but I'm gonna give it to one. So first one, Callahan O'Reilly. As a will linebacker, 2 picks is insane. One was returned for 6, I called
Saved
back.
them. He saved them.
I don't think he did.
If say they score 10 points on that.
Also, hold on. The reffing was so bad in this game
Here
too.
we go.
All I'm saying is, Tommy fumbles. Show on the video board. His knee's down.
Tommy fumbled. Yes. pass.
His knee is down.
Didn't know that.
They didn't even review it.
Good.
And then we get they have
Nice.
the ball, 3rd and 1 on the goal line. We get a fumble on him. Bro's standing straight up, loses it. It's just, we recover in the end zone, touchback. They overturn the call.
They reviewed it.
They reviewed it, but I think they thought the other guy had the ball. It was a read option. Because the other guy got flattened.
Oh, okay.
But, like, the
They had
guy who
some
actually had
studs,
the
or
ball,
were you guys just kind of...
dude, they got some dudes.
I did see it was the hottest game of all time in
No,
Bozeman.
it was 1 degree off from the
That's
hottest.
what I read. It was on the Cats report or whatever. It was 97 at kickoff, I thought.
It was 97 at kickoff. The record is 98, from what I understand.
I swore I saw it was like the Cats' all-time high game.
You could be right. It was hot as shit. I was in the shade and I was hot.
You're lucky then.
Yeah.
'Cause I had people were burning up.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I still got burned. Like, my shoulders came back a little crisp. But anyway, Callahan O'Reilly, 2 picks.
Where's
Or
he from?
Callahan, I want to say Bozeman. He's a walk-on.
Oh, that's big for him.
No.
Well, shout out to
He's a
walk-on.
captain.
Gotta always respect that.
He's a captain, too. Senior year.
Is he a senior?
And then my other one, Lane Sumner. Absolutely 8. Everyone's thinking,
Didn't play all game though, did he?
Lane? Oh, yeah, he did.
He did.
He did. Yeah. Absolutely 8. Everyone's worried. Oh, no.
He is from Bozeman.
Isaiah Fonse's gone. Isaiah Fonse is injured. Lane steps in, shows out in a game where offensively we weren't really doing much until the 3rd quarter.
How was Tommy's stats?
Efficient. I mean, hold on.
Rushing
Yeah.
stats? I can get it for you.
Oh, I got it. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. Rushing. He didn't rush the ball a lot.
Well, that's a first.
I mean, okay, he rushed the ball 16 times.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So a lot.
I was gonna say no
Yeah.
way.
Only 44 yards, though. I mean, there wasn't one touchdown, though.
That's about 2 yards a carry.
Yeah, his
2.5.
long was 48.
His what?
His long was 48. I mean, they were keying
Pass?
on him. No, 48
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
sprint.
I did say he had a dime. He had 1 dime.
He had 2 dimes.
Well, I think it was 1.
Yeah, the Willie Patterson one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing was nice.
Yeah, that was a good throw.
He can throw the deep
He
ball,
had a
man.
couple though that I saw that just like not elite thrower. He can throw the football.
He can
good.
throw the football.
Good.
The
He's-
whole
he's a
argument of he
quarterback.
can't
He
throw,
should.
it's non-existent.
I don't think he's an elite thrower.
I don't
but
think he
he's
can
a
do-
good thrower.
I want to see him get better at time throws, where he has to wait, then throw.
Yeah.
I think he's a little trigger happy right now.
Well, we're gonna see. 2 weeks from now, that's gonna be awesome at Oregon State.
But I'm giving it to Lane Sumner, though. Man,
All right.
8.
Well, so do we take Johnson or Sumner?
I mean, so obviously Johnson's debut.
Was that Lane's first starting at running back?
Yes. Lane's start.
But
debut.
he's been on the team. Yeah.
He's been on the team. Senior. It's a coin toss.
Do you have a coin?
I don't know. I have Siri.
Yeah. Let's Siri decide.
All right. So
Heads is we won, so I picked Cat Griz last year, so we're gonna be tails.
You gonna be
As
tails?
Randy Moss says.
All right. Hey Siri, flip a coin.
Tails.
Yes, sir.
Johnson
noise.
wins.
I did noise.
This is the GOAT right here.
Johnson was the GOAT last week. Shout out to him for being him university. I think that
Week
I think
one.
that we're gonna be doing saying the same thing a week from right now.
All right. I mean, is that your prediction for next week?
I'm gonna no. You know what? I want to, but it's too risky. I want to shout out Junior Bergen. Made some plays.
He
dude.
did. He
Punt
did.
returns. He had some running, but he had a run where he was just cutting left and right, hard cut, left, right cut,
It's true.
slipping tackles. Caught a great touchdown from Johnson. Took it to the crib. So he also could have actually been the him university this week, but Johnson obviously got the job done. No, I'm gonna go O'Connell next week. I think he gets
All right.
2 or 3 sacks with a strip.
All right. I'm going. I could have gave this one to him last week. Sebastian Valdez, absolutely 8. Just as the game went on, he started to eat more and more. Defense finished with 6 sacks. But I think these like big blowout games are tough because you don't know how long the starter's gonna stay in for.
No, and you don't watch all games.
So I'm gonna throw the curveball and say Taco Dollar.
Okay.
I think he's gonna eat in punt return. He's a bit. He's our.
What's the stat line you're thinking though?
He's gonna have near 100 punt return yards, and then near 100 yards on offense
Okay.
as a receiver.
Well, as of right now, I'm glad Siri called tails because that's how it should have been. But yeah, another week. You say the Cats are they on the road?
Nope, Cats are.
Are you going?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
of course.
Let's go. That's one thing I'm hyped about. 2 weekends in a row raving it. We're
Almost,
back, baby. NFL pod coming out this week. We're gonna try and get that
Try to
Friday.
get that. Previewing my. I have a tradition where I go week 1 and now week 18. I go a 16 leg parlay. It's gonna hit.
I will never ever do one,
It's gonna hit.
even if you bet 50 cents.
Well, minimum's $1 on Montana Sportsbook, so
If you do hit, D-Brawl gets some of it.
absolutely not. This is all me.
No. We get some upgrades.
Absolutely not. We don't need upgrades.
Listen to this selfish cat fan. We're loving people here in
We don't-
Missoula. We're loving people here.
Bullshit. Anyway,
You wish you were from Loyola.
this is the Brawl signing off. Thank you.
D-Brawl, have a good week.